Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Oh, look out. There he goes. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this.
And it's on the ground. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following it up for a massive fumble recovery.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Manning. Buys a little extra time. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On second down, he'll fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Blue. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty.
Going deep. Catch inside the 25. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Missouri. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there.
Afterburners coming. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Tigers want to move quickly.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll come out throwing on first down. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Back to throw. It's Cook. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It's first down from the 11. Looking to throw it again. He's got the back in the middle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pressure coming. He's got his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with a big one.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Fires left. He makes a catch. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Feeling some heat. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity.
Holds it in on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. And they got him for the sack. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. To the air, it's Cook. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Missouri wants to go fast. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. A catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. It bounds through the back of the end. Touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's golden. Really good. A chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Hand off from the shotgun. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
I love the aggressive nature by the offense, trying to throw this in the end zone for a TD, but this is the risk when you drop your quarterback back close to the goal line.
It's still 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to get to it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Looking to throw. Getting some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back back.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. Alabama pushing the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this a next down more manageable.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He's got it, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. He wants to go deep. Got it. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking left. Complete downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Bounced off his feet.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. Texas. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Bama! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. When you see these Alabama linebackers demolish quarterbacks and wreck things in the backfield, you have to think of Derek Thomas in that 27-sack season in 1988.
27. That's insane to have that many sacks in a season, especially when they didn't throw the ball that much. But finding ways to get after quarterback. You've seen Alabama guys, they're built different, they're recruited differently, and they have a lot of success, and they get after quarterbacks.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Manning. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Sometimes just punt the ball. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as a move.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. To throw, it's Manning. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
On second down, wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away.
Texas. 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. To the air, it's Milroe. Unloads it left. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
Texas, 14.
The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different-looking football.
High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say 30. Looking deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Alabama pushing the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just too much juice on.
3rd down.
Airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. Wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give is to Miller. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he takes it all the way. They could.